Puma, are you nuts?
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. In my lifetime, I've had a lot of mentors that have guided me through the way, but there are some most notable ones that I must mention by name, if they will. They're not public figures or anything of most people may not know them, but nonetheless, they have a very intricate and a very powerful impact on my life and the man that I'm here today and the man that I'm maturing to be. So with that being said, let's start this thing off the right way. So these mentors have been a very intricate part of my life and the way that I go about things. But before I dive into this video, I would like to define what a mentor is and what is mentorship. See, the guidance provided by a mentor, especially an experienced person in a company or education institution, but most importantly, in your personal life. See, mentors, they can broad spread the spectrum inside your life, whether it be personal, professional, educationally, how to raise your kids, how to cook food. Mentors come in all shapes in so many forms. That is what we now understand, that mentorship is a relationship. Sometimes they may start off as a friendship, then you realize this person has found a higher level of knowledge than you, or pieces of knowledge or nuggets of information that you may not obtain through your life experiences and or the way you go about your life, that they can come in and give you positive energy to essentially ascend you to a higher plane of existence. Because that's essentially what it is, because you become more intelligent, you become smarter, and through their experience, you become experienced. Now, we know there's a difference of someone doing it versus someone telling you how to do it. You still need to do it yourself, but nonetheless, mentors do this very same thing. So mentorship is a relationship in which more experienced or more knowledgeable person helps to guide a less experienced or less knowledgeable person, i.e. in the state of real estate. Rod Perry is my mentor. When it came to growing up as a little child, one of my mentors were Derek Goddard, a professional NFL player who played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Till this day, I still have mentors like Mitchell Liggins and Jay Williams, and even my own brother, who is 1 year younger than me, by the name of Keith Wall. These people in my life play intricate roles into mentoring me to being a better man and basically a better human being. See, the mentor may be older or younger than you, but they must have a certain area of expertise. And a lot of times, most mentors, which you're soon to find out, they have multiple areas of expertise. Now, the problem sometimes is, how do we define different mentors, the different types of mentors that one may have? See, you may have a mentor who is essentially a master of their craft, and you want to be part of that business. You want to be part of that entrepreneurship. So whether it's the greatest editor at a newspaper, a football quarterback, an entrepreneur, who are the most iconic figures in that area or that you may know of. See, the person can function as your personal, essentially Yoda or Jedi master, someone who has accumulated their wisdom through years of experience and who can provide insight into the industry or fine-tune your skills and even in your personal life. Tune to this person when you need advice about launching a new initiative or brainstorming or making a large decision. When you should. They should help you identify, realize, define your hone your strengths towards the closest state of perfection as possible. See, but then there's all types of other types of mentors, all other types of mentors. You get what I'm trying to say? The champion mentor. See, this mentor is a type of person that will talk you up to other people. You know, man, this man is real good. He did this, that, and the other. And to name, I remember that Rod Perry, my real estate mentor, but Rod Perry became my friend even before he was my mentor. When I realized how intelligent this man was, how down to earth this man was, automatically I started to look up to him because there was nothing but positivity and growth that he was giving me, even in our friendly conversations. But see, a lot of mentors talk you up, and it's important to have one of these in your current workplace, in your current environment, in your current personal life. These are the people who are advocates, and these are the people who essentially have your back. But they do more essentially than just boost you up. Often they can be connectors. They connect you to other people, introduce you to useful people in your industry or things that are going to help you to go about your life. Then you have other types of mentors who are assistants and or co-pilots, okay? This is kind of like your best work bud. The co-pilot essentially is a colleague who can talk you through projects, who can navigate you through a hard decision in your life, navigating personalities at your company, helping you speak with your wife or your husband, etc., to vent, and also a vent to let everything out, to tell people how you feel versus going to a therapist, which is healthy. But sometimes you just need a confident, but at the same time, someone who's a co-pilot, but who's going to give you the real as they know it. Because a lot of times mentors become very, very close to us and they're very personal to us. Okay. This kind of mentorship relationship is best when it's close to equally reciprocal. Okay. You guys go back and forth. And essentially, all these people are named, whether it be Keith Wall, Jay Williams, Mitch Liggins, Rob Perry, Derek Goddard. We had this relationship with the exception of Derek Goddard because I was a young kid and he was mentoring me, and there's nothing that he knew that I knew. So that is what we need to understand. See, you know, essentially your peers are committed to supporting each other, collaborating with each other, and holding each other accountable. And when you have a co-pilot, a mentor, both the quality of your friend and the engagement of your work to level up and to improve your life on many aspects, whether it be personal, professional, spiritual. It does not matter. These people are a lift and not a hindrance. But see, then sometimes you have those mentors who are anchors. See, these mentors, in fact, can be a friend or even a family member. While you champion supports you to achieve specific career goals, your anchor is a confidant and a sounding board. We're all going to hit speed bumps and go through uncertainties in life. So we need someone who can give a psychological lift and help us see light through the cracks during challenging times. And one of these people in my life was a mentor named Jay. He helped me through some of the most difficult times in my life. He gave me a place to stay when I had no place to stay. And another mentor of mine, by honorable mention in some regards, is Frederick Sapp. He has also been a mentor in some shape, form, or fashion in my life that have helped me, assisted me, and guided me through some very difficult times. Because we need to understand some of these mentors, these anchors keeping you overall, they keep your overall best interest in mind. They saying, what is the best for you, Ray? What is the best for you, Ross? How can I help you achieve the goals and the milestones that you have set upon yourself? How can we help you to get to that point? Because we need to be very, very frank. We need to be very, very understanding that these mentors too have lives and we can't burn them out. And that brings me to the 3 B's. When you're going to your mentor, and I've done this more times than not even knowing that I was doing this, where I'm calling one of my mentors and I'm not trying to have a long dialogue. I am really just trying to engage them for a short period of time. But the 3 B's are be brief, be brilliant, be gone. That means come in there, understand what's on your mind. You know how to communicate to them, give them the question, give them the situation, give them the, whatever it may be, give them that. Get the information, get the mentorship, get the wisdom, get the knowledge, and get out of there. Meaning a lot of times you can burn out your mentors because guess what? If that person, if that man or woman is a mentor of yours, I'm pretty sure they mentor other people. I'm pretty sure they talk to other people. And we have to understand our mentors have lives of their own. They have their own wives and husbands. They have their own children. They have their own friends that's outside of maybe your mentorship. Unless your mentor is essentially your friend, then that's the difference. But the interest in mind that when we gain insightful information and knowledge, we don't just leave that on the back burner and come back to our mentor and say it all over again. This is the worst thing that you can do. This is the worst thing you can do. You can burn out your mentors when they give you valid advice, informational wisdom, in order for you to exercise and execute it in your everyday life, in your professional life, in your educational life. And you come back to your mentor a day, a week, a month, even a year later, asking the same exact question, but maybe in a different way. And you never took the newfound knowledge that they digested into your brain in order for you to comprehend. Because what I realize is this: a lot of my mentors, what they'll do is they'll answer my question or give me some advice about a situation. And maybe they see me just pondering over, what I'm going to do, and I'm still taking the information. I say, well, let me say it another way. Do X, Y, and Z, or here's another avenue of approach. And a lot of times mentors, they don't essentially tell you what they do. They give you an option of what you can do. Because, the final decision is yours. But then you have those other mentors. They're kind of like the reverse mentor. They're kind of like the reverse mentor. They conjure up the imagine of an older person or teacher. But see, I think the counterpoint is as important as the person who doesn't counter. Pay attention to learning from the people you're mentoring and the people who are mentoring you. Even though they may have fewer years in the workplace, life experiences, traveling, speaking from your own experience, speaking from their own experience, talking to many mentees and many mentors gives you the opportunity to collect feedback, leadership styles, engage with your younger generation, and keep your perspective fresh and relevant and ever transformative and very informational. Mentors are a very part of my life. And this video was actually inspired by Rob Perry on his Instagram when he came out with the 3 Bs. But I had to go a little bit deeper. I had to go a little bit farther because I wouldn't be here today without Derek Goddard. I wouldn't be the man I am today without Jay. I won't be as I would say, a sounding board for foundational Black Americans without Mitch. I won't be as a spiritually connected being, not to a religion, but to a spiritual place where I know that anything that I speak into the atmosphere manifests without Keith Wall. I wouldn't be the type of guy I am today without some of the tutelage and mentorship of Frederick Sapp. Some of these people played a large role in my life. Now, some mentors, by honorable mention, I cannot remember their name. But nonetheless, if they're hearing this, then if you know that you gave me a nugget of knowledge, you know that you helped guide my path, you helped elevate my level of information and the way, in my perspective, the way I look at things, then I'm speaking to you guys and ladies as well. And here's another thing. Mentors also have mentors. Mentors also have mentors. If your mentor does not have a mentor, get away from them. Get away from them, because not everybody knows everything. Not anybody, not everybody, not no one body knows everything. So your mentor should have at least 1 to 2 mentors. Me, I have about 5 to 6 mentors that I lean on, that I confide in, that tell some of my darkest secrets to, that I'm very comfortable that won't come back up to bite me in my butt. Because a lot of times my mentors came through friendships. I didn't go sign up to no one, but I realized they had my best interest at heart. So if you, ladies and gentlemen, don't have a mentor and or mentors, then I encourage you to hurry up, to rapidly Find someone that you can confide in. Find someone who tains another perspective of a situation, or maybe even in your professional life and your or personal life or your spiritual life, or where you want to be at in life. Sometimes I may come through therapy or going to see a psychiatrist. But a lot of times these mentors, believe it or not, are around you each and every day. Sometimes these mentors are the ones that you are becking and fighting and having arguments with. But a lot of times when mentors are your friends, there is a time to have fun banter back and forth. Then there's a time to shut the fuck up and listen. Because these mentors I name are very intelligent, powerful men. Now, no matter their status financially, no matter their status in any industry, no matter their status in any spiritual realm, no matter their status on this earth, but in my life, these men are more powerful than any other men I met in my life. And I say it again, there are some men out there, there's some women out there that I have not mentioned because I have forgotten their name, but I tell you this, I do remember their face. So with that being said, I would like to thank officially Trederick Sapp. I would like to thank Jay. I would like to thank Keith Wall, my brother. I would like to thank Mitchell Liggins. I would like to thank Rod Perry. I would like to thank Derek Goddard. And another mentor of mine by honorable mention, is Aaron Ashley. Another mentor of mine by honorable mention is Sean Swell. A lot of these people speak life into you, whether it be hard or whether it be soft, whether you like it or not. And a lot of these times they break it down to you very easily in a way that you can comprehend, a way that you take it. And I'm not a soft-skinned brother, so they can tell me anyway, and I take it in kind because I know they love me and I know they have my best interest at heart. So if you guys don't have a mentor, it should be like anything else. This is life. You should go and shop around for a mentor too. I advise you to have at least 3 mentors, because these 3 mentors, or mentors in general, they're going to bring different nuggets. They're going to bring different experiences and knowledge and wisdom and information to your life. That's why it's great to have multiple mentors, and never ever to burn your mentor out. So when you're going up to your mentor, or you are mentoring someone else, remember the 3 B's of mentorship. Be brief. Okay, that's the first one. Be brilliant. Number 2, and then number 3, be gone. That means when you're going up to your mentor and you see that they're busy, you see that they're preoccupied, but whatever you have, you believe that this situation, this question, the information you need to know is the most important thing that you can ever ask your mentor, because as a mentee, that's how we are sometimes. Like whatever we got going on, whatever the question we have in our head, we just like, hey, I got to get in touch with the person. You blowing up their phone, you text them. You got to remember that these people are human too, that they have lives too. So when you get the opportunity, whether it be a friend that's a mentor or someone you just look up to, be brief with your questioning and your situation. Be brilliant in the information that you want to obtain and that you want to regurgitate later on to essentially execute and exercise that into your life. And then be gone. Don't take a lot of their time, because they get burnt out just as well. Because again, me, myself, I know that I'm a mentor to a lot of people. And a lot of people ask me questions about different facets of their life, whether it be financial or otherwise. So I understand how that is. So I cannot be a hypocrite. So that's why more times than not, when I'm with my mentors, I call them for a specific reason, or I'm just calling to shoot the breeze if they have the time. Because even in shooting the breeze with random conversation, do you know the amount of information that I've obtained? And I take that information in and I give it back out to you guys. Very, very powerful stuff, ladies and gentlemen. This is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and make sure your ass have more than one mentor who's going to help you through your life. And most importantly, be inspired about everything you do and keep the drive alive. I'm out.